Welcome to the Quality Excellence channel. We're thrilled to have you join us as we delve into the fascinating world of process improvement and innovation. Here, we're dedicated to providing you with the insights and tools you need to elevate your team's performance and achieve remarkable results. Ever sat in a meeting, perhaps a brainstorming session, staring at a blank whiteboard, the vast emptiness mirroring the lack of ideas? Waiting for inspiration that never comes? It's a common scenario, and a frustrating one at that. We often treat creativity as a mysterious force, an elusive spark that either ignites or doesn't. But what if it's really about structure? What if we could demystify the creative process and make it more accessible? The most innovative teams don't just hope for ideas. They don't rely on chance encounters with brilliance. They build systems to generate them. They cultivate an environment where creativity can flourish. I'm Mayank Agarwal, and today we're diving into Chapter 31, a chapter dedicated to unlocking your team's creative potential. Brainstorming and process improvement tools. We'll explore why some brainstorming sessions fail, dissecting the common pitfalls that stifle creativity, and how the right environment and tools, carefully selected and implemented, can unlock your team's best thinking. We'll show you how to transform unproductive meetings into dynamic idea factories. Today, you'll learn practical, battle-tested methods, strategies that have been proven to work in real-world scenarios, to move from blank slate paralysis, that feeling of being completely stuck with no ideas in sight, to a flood of actionable solutions. We're talking about generating a wealth of ideas that you can actually implement. Let's get started. Let's start with the activity network diagram. It's a fundamental tool in project management, offering a clear and structured way to visualize the project's scope. Think of it as a GPS for your projects. It guides you from start to finish, ensuring you stay on the right track. It visually maps every task required, breaking down the project into smaller, more manageable components. This makes it easier to understand the overall workload, showing not just what needs to be done, but in what order. It highlights the dependencies between tasks, ensuring that nothing is overlooked. The real power? Revealing the critical path, the backbone of your project's timeline, the sequence of tasks that determines your project's finish date. It's the longest path through the network, and any delays here can impact the entire project. Any delay here delays the whole project. This makes it crucial to monitor these tasks closely. To build one, you'll need to gather your team and brainstorm all the necessary activities. List every activity, no matter how small it may seem. Arrange them in sequence, identifying which tasks must be completed before others can begin. Estimate times for each activity, considering potential challenges and resource availability, and connect them with arrows, visually representing the dependencies between tasks. This process turns a daunting goal into manageable steps, providing clarity and focus, and gives your team a shared understanding of the journey ahead. Everyone can see their role and how it contributes to the overall success. It's not just a chart, it's a dynamic tool that evolves as the project progresses. It's a planning tool and a shared commitment. It fosters collaboration and ensures everyone is on the same page. Use it to focus your team's energy where it matters most, on the tasks that directly impact the project's completion date. That's the foundation for predictable, reliable, successful project execution. It sets the stage for achieving your goals on time and within budget. After a big brainstorm, you're left with a wall of sticky notes, chaos. The affinity diagram, or KJ method, helps you find order in that chaos. Each team member writes ideas on sticky notes in silence, preventing groupthink. Then, together, you group notes by natural connections, not preset categories. As clusters form, you discuss and label each group, like communication barriers. This process turns scattered data into strategic insights, built by the team for the team. It's a democratic way to reveal hidden themes and priorities. That's how you find the story inside the data. The interrelationship diagram maps cause and effect between issues, untangling complex problems. Start with your main issues in a circle, often from your affinity diagram. For each pair, ask, does one influence the other? Draw arrows from cause to effect. When finished, count the arrows. The most arrows out? That's your root cause. The most in, that's your main symptom. This tool shifts your team from treating symptoms to solving root problems. It's a visual shortcut to where your efforts will have the biggest impact. Don't just list problems, map their relationships. That's systems thinking in action. Every change, whether big or small, faces a tug of war. It's a fundamental dynamic in any process of transformation. There are forces pushing for it, eager to propel the change forward, and then there are forces resisting, acting as anchors that try to hold things back. This interplay is crucial to understand. Force field analysis, a concept developed by Kurt Lewin, is a powerful tool that helps you visualize this very struggle. It provides a framework for understanding the different elements at play. To begin, draw a line down the center of a page. This simple act creates two distinct spaces for analysis. On one side, list all the driving forces, the factors, people, or resources that actively push the change forward. These are your allies in the process. On the other side, carefully document the restraining forces, those elements that resist the change and hold it back. These are the obstacles you need to address. Now, score each force, both driving and restraining, by its relative strength or impact. It's not just about the number of forces, but their individual power. The real insight lies in recognizing that it's often far more effective to reduce or eliminate the restraining forces that are hindering progress. It's a more efficient strategy than simply trying to push harder on the driving forces, which can lead to increased resistance and wasted effort. By removing these obstacles, you create an environment where change can happen more naturally and with less friction. This tool, the force field analysis, ultimately gives you a strategic blueprint for making change not just happen, but stick in the long run. So, instead of directly fighting the resistance head-on, focus on reshaping the entire field of forces to your advantage. That's the essence of smart and effective change management. I thought you were doing that, the classic sign of unclear roles. The RACI chart brings clarity. Responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. Responsible, who does the work. Accountable, who owns the outcome. Only one per task. Consulted, whose input is needed. Informed, who needs updates. List tasks down one side, team members across the top, and assign R, A, C, or I for each. This process exposes gaps and overlaps, forcing necessary conversations. RACI replaces assumptions with clear agreements. It's a simple tool that prevents confusion and keeps projects on track. Use it to make teamwork seamless. Traditional brainstorming often favors the loudest voices. The nominal group technique, NGT, levels the field. First, everyone writes ideas silently. Then, in round robin, each shares one idea at a time. No debate yet. All ideas are listed for the group to see. Only after sharing does discussion begin, focusing on clarifying and evaluating. Finally, everyone votes on the best ideas. NGT ensures every voice is heard, and the group's priorities are clear. It's structured, fair, and highly effective. In a world of complex tools, the check sheet stands out for its simplicity. It's a structured form for collecting real-time data at the source. For example, tally machine failures by cause, or track reasons for document rejection. Patterns emerge quickly, turning anecdotes into actionable data. The design should be clear and focused on what you need to know. Check sheets are the first step in data-driven decisions and feed into more advanced tools. Never underestimate the power of a pencil and a well-designed form. Simplicity can drive real improvement. SWOT analysis gives you a 360-degree view for strategic planning. Strengths and weaknesses are internal, what you control. Opportunities and threats are external, what you must respond to. List your strengths, what sets you apart. Weaknesses, where are you vulnerable? Opportunities, what can you leverage? Threats, what could undermine you? The real value comes from connecting the dots, using strengths to seize opportunities and defend against threats. Address weaknesses to avoid being blindsided. SWOT isn't just a list, it's a catalyst for strategic action. Illuminate your path before you move forward. What if the best ideas come from better questions? Starburst brainstorming starts with a topic in the center of a six-pointed star. Each point asks, who, what, where, when, why, how? The team brainstorms as many questions as possible for each. This uncovers blind spots and areas needing more research. By session's end, you have a roadmap of critical questions to answer. Build understanding before you build solutions. Sometimes the biggest creative block is our own perspective. Role-play brainstorming breaks that by having you adopt another's viewpoint, like a demanding customer or a competitor. Ask, what would they love? What would they criticize? How would they solve this? You can even channel famous innovators for inspiration. This technique sparks fresh ideas and builds empathy within the team. It breaks down silos and encourages holistic problem solving. Sometimes the best ideas come from seeing the problem through new eyes. Group brainstorming can stifle creativity due to conformity and interruptions. Brainwriting solves this. Everyone writes ideas silently, then passes them for others to build on. The 6-3-5 method, 6 people, 3 ideas each, 5 minutes per round, over 100 ideas in half an hour. Or use idea cards in a pool for anonymous inspiration. Solo brainstorming is powerful for complex or sensitive issues. People can think deeply without pressure. The best approach? Start alone, then refine ideas together. True creativity needs both solitude and collaboration. Use both for breakthrough results. To sum up, there's no single best way to generate ideas. Build a flexible toolkit. Use the right tool for the right challenge. Activity network for clarity, affinity for organizing chaos, interrelationship for root causes, and more. Switch methods when teams get stuck and don't overlook solo brainstorming. The real challenge is applying these tools with courage and discipline. Master them, and you'll move from passive participant to active architect of success. I'm Mayank Agarwal. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Next up, process maps. See you soon.